Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is Business Connect. My name is Roy, and if this is your first time on this channel we do interesting videos on business development, social motivation. I share with you vlogs and news around China, and from time to time I share with you my experience here in China. And recently I've been doing videos about the issue of students returning back to China, what the Chinese government is doing, what universities are doing, and the reaction of students as far as their return to China is concerned. And recently, there have been videos from different YouTubers giving their opinions, sharing news, and sharing a whole lot of things about this topic. And the recent trend that was just a few days ago was about how students were asked to show their vaccination certificates or to present their vaccination certificates to their universities in preparation for their return to China. And a lot of YouTubers were saying, oh, they're asking this because students have to return in September. This September, like in 2 or 3 months to come. And here on this channel, we like to be very objective, and we share with you news that is very objective. We look at things from a very objective point of view, and we try as much as possible not to hurt the feelings of those who are waiting patiently for the borders to be open. I did a video recently. I talked about the 4 things that will determine when international students will return to China. If you have not yet watched that video, I'm going to leave a link to at the description. Go watch that video that I talk about the 4 things that will determine when international students will return to China. And now I'm making further analysis based on those 4 things. And I'm going to put 3 categories here. Students return to China will be in 3 categories. And in this video, I'm going to analyze these 3 categories and how I think the Chinese government will analyze these 3 categories before inviting students to China. Because, I've been reading a lot of stuff about this issue. I've been watching videos. I've been doing a lot of analysis and looking at how I think things might happen. I'm doing this based on my experience in China. I've studied with Chinese people. I've analyzed Chinese professors. I've analyzed Chinese systems, and I try to do my analysis based on what I know about Chinese people. The Chinese government always like to work in a win-win situation. Yeah, the Chinese man in general is someone who likes to work in a win-win situation. They will hardly give you something if they don't get something in return. Yeah, that is just, it's not something bad. Everyone in life will give when they expect to read something in return. So in this situation, we're going to be looking at 3 categories or 3 situations that will happen here. The very first situation that I think will happen, the Chinese government will look at it on a country by country basis. Yeah, okay. International students are scattered all over the world, but which countries really are in the good books of China? Like, which countries are really in good relationship in terms of business and economy with the Chinese? I think they will look at it from this perspective. Because I don't think they will invite all the students at the same time, because from what I've observed, it's like they're going to call back students in batches. Like, say the first batch will come, they will try to see, okay, if everything is okay, then the second batch will come. And they will not just say, okay, everyone, you can come now, because if everyone comes at the same time, there can be chaos. And when chaos comes now, it's going to be very difficult to handle. The Chinese government have done a lot to clean the place, and they will not want to compromise with anything to see something bad happens. So from my analysis, take my words, I'm saying this based on my analysis. So take whatever I say here with a pinch of salt, because I'm saying this based on what I've studied, what I've read online, and making my own personal analysis. So they might say, okay, we will take it. The first batch will be the countries that are really in good terms with China, or countries that are in good relationship with China in terms of business and economy. And here we're looking at the Silk Road, like the Belt and Road countries that are directly connected to the Belt and Road. The countries, I don't need to mention them. If your country falls within the countries that are within the Belt and Road countries, then your country might be among the first countries that will be considered. Okay, now once they are done with the country basis, now within that country, now they're going to say, okay, the students that already had admission who are vaccinated, like, so now we're talking about the vaccination now. So if you're not yet vaccinated, take your vaccination seriously, because you will not enter China without being vaccinated. And they're advising students to take Chinese-made vaccines. Yeah, Chinese-made vaccine, because China will trust its own. They will trust the vaccine made by them. They will not want to trust a vaccine made by the United States or made by the UK or Canada or some other country. So if you have plans of returning to China, especially as an international student, the advice that I will give you is go for the Chinese-made vaccine. Once you get your vaccine, now you wait for the next step. Okay, now when they will look at the Belt and Road countries, the countries that are directly connected with the Belt and Road, now they will look at those countries that are not badly affected by the virus, or those countries that have controlled the virus situation in their country. So if your country is amongst the Belt and Road countries, now you have to look at the COVID-19 situation in your country. How is the COVID-19 situation in your country? So you see how the graph is coming down. The country basis, is your country among the Belt and Road countries? First. Now, what's the COVID-19 situation in your country? Now, you as an individual, are you vaccinated? Now, if you're vaccinated, now wait for the good news. Because you know, the news will not come to you from YouTube. The news will not come to you from YouTube one day to say that, oh yeah, the borders are now open. The day the news will be out, it will be all over. Everyone will know about it. It's not something that will be hidden, or it's not something that they'll just get up one day and say, you can start coming to China from tomorrow. No, they're going to give students enough time to prepare their minds, to prepare whatever they'll be coming with, get their visas ready, and get whatever resources that they will need ready before they will come to China. Now, once they're done with the country by country basis, the individual basis, that is those who have taken the those who have taken the vaccine, now they will look at the global situation. And all of this will happen with time. All of this cannot happen within 1 month, within 2 months, within 3 months. So when I see students really anxious about September, I already see September almost not feasible for students to return to China. I'm saying this objectively and saying it again, saying it's my own opinion and my own observation. I see September as a period when the Chinese government can start to think if the next semester will be feasible. So I can say that the March of 2021 is showing some green lights. So if the universities have started asking students for vaccination certificates or advising them to go for vaccines, yeah, it's a good sign. It's a green light to show that something will happen pretty soon. But I think it might not be as soon as possible. Like, it might not be in September. Objectively, it might be, say, from March. I'm not saying that September is completely impossible. Like I said, it's 4 months to come. September, we are now in June, July, August, and in September. We have 3 months to go, and anything can happen. Even recently in China, we also have some sporadic cases that are coming up. Some cities are already doing soft lockdown. We don't know what will happen next. We hope that this doesn't escalate to something else. So we're just hoping, because you know, the virus is something that it's like up and down. It's down today, tomorrow it's up. So we need to give ample time to see that really everything is back to normal before we can fully say that, okay, everything can go back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've just done my own analysis and say what I've observed, and just given my own opinion, what I think, and my own piece of advice to my fellow friends who are out of China and who really want to be back to China. And also, not only for those who are out of China, even for us who are in China, we need to go visit home, we need to travel. And you know, going out of China now, coming back to China, it's not easy. So it's not only for those who are out of China, it's also for us who are in China, because we need to travel, also we need to go home. So if things are better for you out of China, it's also going to be better for us, because we can go home and come back anytime we want. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the video up to this end. And if you're not yet subscribed to our channel, we don't only talk about coronavirus, we don't only talk about when students will return to China on this channel. We do videos. You can check most of my videos. We do videos on entrepreneurship, social motivation. I share with you interesting vlogs about nice places in China. I talk about universities in China. I talk about cities in China. I talk about really a lot of things, social life in China. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed to Business Connect, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscription button, join us on the channel. Until now, it's peace out. I will see you in our next video. Bye bye.